One moment, guys. I'm trying to set everything up. I really apologize. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Eric Tallman in Southeast Michigan. I'm really glad that you guys can join me. I'm really glad to be here with you guys this evening. Um, my phone is actually at 20 some percent, but I'm going to try and make the best out of it. But I am going to be doing a lot of live streaming um, for most of the night tonight. So unfortunately, you're going to see a lot of me. So you know that. I'm going to do one thing. Give me 1 second. I'm just making sure that everything's all set up here so we can get going here. Okay. Other than that, I know that we're ready to go. So, okay, I'm just double checking to make sure that everything is the way it should be, and we're ready to go. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, um, I guess I'll be showing you bits and pieces of different things, but I guess what I'll do is just explain it to you instead of you seeing the actual picture, but I will show you the radar in a moment. Let me just make sure that that is let me make sure it's operational and it's working, and then I can show you that as well. So I apologize if my words are a little mixed up here. I'll be with you guys in one moment. Let's see. And everything's up and running. So I am going to show you guys what the radar looks like. I hope you guys like it. Just tell me what you think. I'm gonna turn it around and show it to you. Let me see, how do we do this? Hold on, I'm gonna try something. See if I can get it to work. I'm gonna be really excited if it does work. I gotta turn it around. Hold on. Okay. Okay, guys. Um, as you can see, this is actually the radar itself. And it is actually connected to the National Weather Service office in Southeast Michigan. It's called Detroit Pontiac National Weather Service in Southeast Michigan. So it's very, very, very interesting indeed. And I can tell you this update. The temperature right now is 24 degrees, and we have light snow falling, and this is just the radar that is listed. And I have different radars and things, and I will explain all of that to you throughout the broadcast. So I just want to show that to you, so you had an idea of what's going on. So if I'm ever on the air, you'll know what's going on. So I just want to point that out to you. All right, here we go. All right, hopefully that came out. I'm not exactly 100% sure if I did it um, the way it was supposed to. So I'll probably end up showing you a different way in a couple of moments. But anyway, I'm going to look at the reports now and see what we have going on here. And then we're going to talk about the radar. Actually, we're going to talk about that right now in Pacific. So now I got to bring the radar thing back. I have to stream it. So give me one moment, and I'm going to do this very, very quickly here. So let me see what we can do. We'll make the best out of it. You guys are really going to like this live stream. And I'll make sure that I tag it so you guys know exactly where to find it and everything like that, because all of my videos will have tags on it. So no worries about that. Okay, give me one moment. I have to turn this around here. All right, you're just seeing me at the moment. All right, I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. And this is what I was talking to you guys a little bit about. This is actually my computer right here. I'm gonna try and back up a little bit, but I basically want to get it close in so you can see it better. This is actually the radar. I'll have to show you all the different radars and tools and all that stuff that I use when I do my live broadcasting. I use a lot of the stuff, so that's very, 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 very interesting indeed. The radar that I'm using currently is called the Winter Weather Radar. That is the one that I'm currently using because we're dealing with winter weather storm. Sorry about that. I was moving it around. I apologize. Good thing I didn't drop it. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so that way you guys can see all the cities and stuff. Now, so you guys know that what you're seeing, it's all of Michigan. I know you don't see everything, but that's because I zoomed it in because I'm visually impaired. So it's very, very difficult for me to see exactly what it is and all of that. So everything has got to be zoomed in so I can see it or view it better, if that might help you. So I'll tell you the two counties that I'm showing right now. That is Macomb County right there. And over towards the right is St. Clair County. And that's the city of Port Huron over there. And then over here is Oakland County. And that is where the National Weather Service, Detroit Pontiac, is located, right where you can see that the weather station uh, thing that I have to click on so I can get all the accurate information, everything that I need to know, and then all the cities are listed, like Pontiac, Troy, Auburn Hills, Rochester Hills, Birmingham, and Winksome, and Novi, and Farmington Hills, and Benton, all that good stuff. So it's pretty cool. And then up here it's Flint, Michigan, and then there's Brighton, and there's Fenton up there. I believe that's all that's in Flint. So it is very cool. And then Lansing is over there, and all that cool stuff. And then there's Ann Arbor, there's Detroit, and Monroe County is it's underneath Detroit. But I just wanted to show you a little bit about what this thing does. And I'm going to take you flying over here. And then right here is what the temperature is. Right now, it is light snow, and the temperature is 24 degrees. Imagine that. And it is very cold outside, I can tell you that. I was out in it, and it's very cold, but that was several hours ago. Now, I'm going to take you flying over here, and I don't mean to have this up so you may not even be able to see that. I know I can't see it at all. Um, Maybe if I back it up, well, you're not going to be able to see it that good because of the lighting. I would have to turn one of the lights off in order for you to see it. So it's just indicating, okay, oh, there we go. It's trying to do it, and it got kind of blurry there. So I apologize about that. It's not like I'm blurting anything out or, where you're not able to see it, but it's just the way I have it set up currently right now. But it basically just tells you the name of the tower, the weather tower where I'm getting all the information from, and it also tells me when it last updates, the time and the year and the date and all that good stuff, and the time and the name of the product, because every single weather tool that I use has different product names and different features and stuff like that. So it's very cool. So right now, I guess while I'm on, I guess I will tell you what's basically going on. I'm gonna see if I can hold this. Give me one moment. I'm trying to focus here. All right, let's go ahead and try this and see what we can do with it. Okay, so I hope that this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to use up the rest of my battery, and then I'll be back on live most definitely once all the information and everything. So I'll be on periodically this evening. I don't know. There's going to be more videos tonight than usual or expected. I want to make it into another hour to an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours. And trust me, I can make it if I want it to be that long. So that's very interesting. So now let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, so what is going on with the radar and what is coming, what is leaving? So we'll go ahead and talk about that. Okay, so Southeast Michigan, we've been dealing with a lot of wintry precipitation. Right now, it's overcast right now. I'll go back and show it to you. Overcast right now, and the temperature is 24 degrees. It was light snow, but now it's overcast. So it does update very frequently, and that's what we like, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what you're seeing on the screen, I'll just explain it to you. I put it in motion, but I think there's like some kind of a flashing type of thing, so I don't really want to like put the I don't want to put this map in motion, just because of the fact, the reason why I'm not putting it in, uh, in the mode where you play it and then the radar is moving. The only reason why I'm doing that is I'm thinking that there may be a flash to it. So I want to use precaution for those that might have epilepsy, seizure disorder. I want to be extremely careful with that, because I'm kind of concerned about that. So I want to avoid that as much as possible. Now, if it was like, we'll put it this way, there's different kinds of maps where I can set it in a different way. This is actually in black, so in order for people to see it, when the radar is moving, there is some kind of flash or whatever to it, and I don't really like to use this one, but I use it at nighttime, because I'm able to view it better up close. Um, so um, just so you know, like if I zoom in the camera more, that's just indicating to you that that's the only way that I can see it or whatever. So now, what I was just going to show you is that this is actually the snow that this is actually the snow itself that has moved into Southeast Michigan. This is the system that is going through. As you can see, I know there's a lot to look at, but I'm actually guiding you and telling you how it's all going. So all of this stuff is going to be moving out of the area very, very soon. And when I get more updates, I will bring it to you. I'll go ahead and zoom in here for you for a minute. So then that is Oakland County, that is Macomb County, that's St. Clair County, and that is Flint, and that's Brighton right there. And then over here in Oakland County, you have these are the cities. There's a lot of cities in Oakland County. I mean, wherever you go. Now, all the letters and stuff, I have to do something about that because they're all small, and I have to do something about it. So I'll have to do something about the text, but I'm not really worried about that at this point. So down here is Detroit. That is Ann Arbor, and like I said, up here is Fenton, and then up here is Brighton, and then that's Flint, and then that's St. Clair, and that's Macomb. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of that before we continue. So I'm just going to show it to you. But like I said, I put the map in motion. I'm just kind of concerned that there might be possibly a flash or whatever. Now, if it was during the day, may I say, if it was during the day, I'd have the radar moving and going. But with the now with the default black uh background, I always wonder about the lighting and stuff when the radar itself is moving. But if it's a standard one, or what do they call that one? There's like three different ones. I'll have to figure out what that other one is. It will come back to me. So now I'm going to switch the camera over so you can see me. So this is where you'll be getting all of the information, and I'll show you some other stuff in just a little bit. So at least you got to see one of the radars, which is the winter weather radar. So that's pretty cool. A lot of this stuff is really, really, really cool, and I like it because I've been a meteorologist since 2006 to present, and this would be my 13th year as meteorologist for Southeast Michigan. I am very excited about that and very, very excited. Okay, I'm back. So now I can put this away. I'm just gonna wait until this thing tells me that the battery's low, and then I'll have to do it again. Give me one moment. I'm trying to get this to stay. Let's see. Okay, I think it's gonna stay now. I think we're fine. All right, now let me sit down. You sit down. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let me just do this. I don't like the necklace thing in there like that. Okay, sorry about that. Just making my neck uncomfortable. Okay, so we did talk about the shoot, and I don't like the thing over there like that. Hold on, gotta do something with this. Oops. Oh my goodness, this is. I don't know. We're having a problem here. I don't know what it is. Hold on, I'm really sorry about that. If I wasn't if I wasn't visually impaired, um, that type of thing, or you know what I mean. Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm feeling for it now. So hold on. I'm trying to do this. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to set it up the way I had it, but it's not listening to me at all. So let's see. Is it gonna work this time, please? Let me just back it up here. I had a feel for it. I'm really sorry about that. I was trying to fix something. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, so I've already talked about that. We've talked about that. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next page. These other pages that I tell you about, they will be on the a lot of these videos you'll see, and all the updates and stuff will be on there, and all of the you know, the weather stuff that I told you about, all of this stuff is going to be on there. Now what I'm trying to do is put all the videos all in one, and I know exactly how to do it, so, and I can make it happen. I just never even thought about doing that tonight, because if I had done that, I would have put extended coverage. Then everybody would know, okay, everything is all together, and that's exactly the way I'm going to do it. So there will be a lot of live streaming tonight, unfortunately. Moving on, I'm going to check. I don't know if the weather service has added or updated this. If not, then I'll just go ahead and put all of whatever's in there and do it like that. Let me just double check here, and let's see what we got going on here. Trying to figure it out. Okay, that's not what we wanted, but I know I got to do the 7-day forecast, so I will be doing that. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, I got to do that. This is not even funny today. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, okay. Obviously, they've got the same one up there. So I'll go ahead and tell you what it says on there, so that way I'm not bringing up the map. I normally bring up all the maps and stuff, like all the updates and things like that. But I kind of like it that everyone can see me, you know, and I kind of find it that it's a lot easier that way. Then that way I can tell you what's going on, you know, stuff like that. So, okay. So, this is the update that we had for February the 10th, which is today at 7:26, uh, 2019. Radar update. Light to moderate snow will continue over the next 1 to 2 hours before diminishing in intensity. Flurries to light snow then expected through midnight. Across the metro region, a transition to snow, freezing, drizzle, or simply just freezing drizzle will be possible through midnight for those in Southeast Michigan and the viewing area. The main hazards will be accumulating snow on roadways, impacts, hazardous travel with snow-covered roads, slippery roads, and reduced visibility. Please plan on slow travel and allow extra time. So you're going to want to take your time, that's for sure. Um, and when we have winter weather, uh, winter weather does not play the game. We all feel it. And then I've got some other stuff to tell you about. So a lot of this stuff is probably going to be added on here as well. So don't be too surprised. Okay, so to end this one, it's the evening radar update at 7:36. Now they have not updated uh, some of these um, weather stories that we put up every day. We'll talk about that. The weather stories that we put up, I'm not exactly sure who does it. There's like different meteorologists and things like that. Whoever does the weather stories, I'm not sure if any of us meteorologists put that up, or if they have a certain meteorologist or weather forecaster, that type of thing that does that. I'll have to look into that. That'd be pretty interesting. Last update to break this down, and then we'll move on, and then there'll be more updates throughout the evening, because it has been very, very busy for me, and everything is just crazy right now. And so I only have like 15% left of this battery, so I will probably wait until I get down to like 10, but I'll just make the best out of it. Okay, light snow will continue to spread across southeast Michigan early this evening. Snow may become briefly heavy as localized banning as developed. Surface air temperatures are in the low to mid 20s, which will allow quick accumulation on roads. Snow accumulations of an inch or less are expected, but localized amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible. Very, very incredible stuff. Very incredible stuff. Okay, we got two other things, and you're probably going to see a lot of that. You're going to hear a lot about it, because we'll talk about that in just a little bit before I end this thing, this live stream. So there'll be more live streaming tonight. I promise you that. Okay, so the next thing that we'll be talking about is the winter storm watch in effect. Now, when you hear the word storm watch or storm warning or advisory, warning, flash flood warning, that type of thing, all that meets the standards, like winter storm warning, severe thunderstorm warning watch, tornado warnings and watches, flood warnings, flood watches, flood advisories, winter storm advisories, all that kind of stuff. I'd name it, but all of that stuff is in the book. So I'm just trying to get through all of this so I can prepare for the longer live stream that I'm hoping will be about an hour to possibly 2 hours. I've done maybe like 1 or 2 live streams that were about an hour. I would have to go back and check, but I think I've had some that are a little bit longer than others. So I'm trying to take that challenge and go for it. And that's what it's all about. So now let's talk about the winter storm watch in effect. And that would be late Monday night through Wednesday morning. And the question is what? Heavy snow along with mixed precipitation of sleet and some freezing rain. Snow accumulations of 5 to 8 inches and ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch possible. Winds gusting up to 40 miles per hour could lead to blowing or drifting snow and reductions of the availability. So that means that it's going to be very difficult for you to drive and see, because with the snow blowing around and stuff like that, it's really hard for you to drive. And that makes it very, very dangerous and stuff like that. So, and very, very hazardous. So you want to be very, very careful when you're dealing with something like that. So that does go into effect tonight. so it goes into effect tonight all the way until Wednesday morning. So that means that when you're dealing with weather like that, that is still severe weather. Now, if it's a winter weather advisory, that's still considered severe weather. So if you meet all standards, all angles, it's all severe weather. Regardless if it's a watch warning or whatever, it's still considered as uh, a weather alert. So we just want to make sure that everyone is aware of that as well. So, what counties are going to be affected in southeast Michigan, and which counties are those? Midland, Bay, Huron, Saginaw, Socosa, and Sanilac counties. Okay, and last but not least, and then we might be able to talk about this other stuff. I'm going to try and fit it all in so that way I'm not doing this again. I'll probably be doing it again anyway. Unfortunately, because everything adds up. If you don't pay attention, then other reports and everything else come in. Well, unfortunately, I'm lucky because if it was one report after another, then it's hard to catch up. Everything gets sent so fast, to everybody, and we only have like a moment's time or whatever to get all this information out. So we're trying to get it out as quickly as we can. So that gives everybody enough time to prepare. So that's what it's all about. And your guys' safety, everybody's safety comes first. Okay, to close this out, winter storm watch is in effect for the Tri-Cities areas up in the thumb for Monday night into Wednesday morning time frame. Heavy snow along with the transition to sleet and some freezing rain will be possible during this time frame, leading to hazardous travel and overall slick conditions. Additionally, wind gusting up to 40 miles per hour could lead to blowing snow and very difficult visibilities. Reductions is what they call that, for your information. So, like I said, there will be tags on every single video, so I won't forget to do that. Okay, now, unfortunately, I'm going to tell you this right now. I will be posting this differently tonight, but I am just going to explain this to you while I'm on live. I just want to tell you, and this will stay on, but I'll explain what else may happen. So, unfortunately, last week, Southeast Michigan had a nice storm, and man, we got a lot of snow out of it, and we did get a lot of ice out of it. It was very, very dangerous. And to be honest with you, as a meteorologist, I almost fell on that ice. Not too good. I'd rather be indoors, but I had to go and get something to eat. So, but at least I was walking with somebody just to be safe, if you know what I mean. And now, moving on. Okay, storm system to bring snow, sleet, freezing rain. Timing, late Monday night into Wednesday morning. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to move on with this. As confusing as it is, I'll just accurately deal with this. It's beyond anybody's control when all of these reports are going to come in and how fast you can get them up. If there's like multiple reports and they all come in at the same time or every couple of minutes, how fast can you get all the information up there? Well, that's why I'm saying I'm going to be putting a lot of these videos all together because it makes it more easier for me just to put it all together. Then that way everyone's seeing everything all in one instead of separate each time. But it doesn't really matter what the outcome of it is, as long as the information is out there and everybody's got access to it and they listen to what we're saying, and we can even share that information. You can share it. You can send it to media sites, and you can text it to. You can send a text, share it as a text, and send it to people that really need to know what the weather is doing, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll talk about weather alerts and all that kind of stuff, and what you need to know about that, and how to prepare, and school closings and stuff like that. So a lot of exciting stuff going on. Okay, timing. And this is for the next storm system. This is a stronger storm system. I repeat, one, this next snow maker that comes to southeast Michigan, it will impact Michigan big time. And that is because this is a stronger storm system that is going to really impact and plunge Michigan. So it's going to be very, very interesting. So I think what we will do is I will bring the camera up so you guys can see. We'll talk about how much snow and everything. So it's going to be quite interesting. So make sure you've got your shovels out, because I can tell you right now, you're going to need it. So before we do that, I'll tell you about the timing, and then we'll talk about the amount of snow and everything, and then ice accumulations and all that good stuff. I have it all right here. So you haven't missed anything at all. So let's begin with the timing. Okay, snow develops late Monday night into early Tuesday from the south to north. Tri-Cities and the Thumb. Possible transition to sleet, freezing rain by afternoon. Metro into Flint and Port Huron. Expected transition to sleet, freezing rain through Tuesday morning. Transition back to snow across all areas late Tuesday into Wednesday morning. I'm sorry. So that's what I do know. That's what it says on there. So if you want to know more about these alerts and things, I can literally go on with this all day long and accurately. As much as information does get annoying, like where they say, oh, the news is really annoying, I shouldn't watch that. Well, you never know if there's something important. Now, if it was a weather situation, yes, a weather situation is an emergency. So yeah, you never know what you're going to miss. So if it was a tornado or a snowstorm or a severe thunderstorm or whatever the case may be, or flooding or hurricane, well, we don't get hurricanes in Michigan, but severe weather meets the standards. And it's very important that all of us get all of the accurate weather information and all of that, because I look over computer models, GFS models, and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of know accurately what is going on and when it's coming. And I do check it every day because, that stuff does change. Okay, so how can I say this? Certainly, and certainly, early and prolonged transition to sleet, freezing rain has potential to reduce snowfall across North Metro into Tri-Cities into Thumb. Snow totals and ice accumulations will likely still need to be tweaked leading up to the event. So that just means that it will be likely to be retweaked leading up to the event. That means that the status is going to change, and that's based on the timing and what the storm is going to do. So all the information will meet eye to eye, and I will have all that accurate information. And I'm on for the next 48. I'm on for the next 48 hours. So once that severe weather hits, I'm always on the go with it. So tonight's going to be a long evening. I don't know if I'm going to get any sleep. So anyway, please stay tuned. I'll have the very latest on everything else that you need to know. So just to break it down, just to let you know really quick, and then I will see everyone back here at 10 o'clock. So this is what I can tell you really quick. Snow, okay, hold on. Storm system to bring uh storm system to bring snow, sleet, freezing rain to southeast Michigan Monday night into Wednesday morning. A winter storm watch is in effect from the Tri-Cities up into the thumb for the higher snowfall potential. So that pretty much ends this video. Please continue to stay tuned for all severe weather developments for Southeast Michigan and across the Midwest. Stay tuned. And there'll be more live streaming throughout the evening. And as soon as I get more up-to-date developments, you'll be the first ones to know. Thank you so much for joining me on Storms Decoded. Please subscribe, please like, and join me in the live chat. We'll see you in the next one. And this is Meteorologist Eric Tallman signing out. We'll see you again at 10 p.m. and again at 11. Come back and join me then. Thank you.